large are appreciative of the opportunity to sponsor our local sports teams and the live presentation of these events by CTV Cable Channel 6.
Welcome to another CTV Sports presentation. CTV Sports is brought to you by St. Clair Chevy Buick GMC. We care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star, guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV, Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.
Hello everybody, welcome into another edition of High School Football on CTV. Tom Brenner along with the coach Denny White. We're getting geared up for a Matt Gold showdown between the host St. Clair Saints and the visiting Roseville Panthers. St. Clair coming in 1-3 overall and Roseville 3-1 overall. Get things going with our opening kickoff here from East China Stadium. Fall football weather has certainly arrived. Roseville takes the opening kickoff, gets to the outside, top of your screen, breaks one tackle, gets up in the pile of Saints and brought down right about the 30-yard line. Coach got a couple opposite records, but still should be a pretty good ball game tonight.
It should be. Last week was a difficult game for the Saints, but they don't quit. So we expect that same thing tonight, that they're simply not going to quit. They're down to a couple of dozen players available, and it's not going to be too hot, so they're not going to be tired in the second half, or too hot in the second half.
Injuries certainly a theme for the St. Clair Saints throughout the season. Technically speaking, we're in week 8 here, even though this is game 5. Roseville comes out with their white jerseys and the red numbers. Saints in their home blues with the red trim. Man in motion for the Panthers. Gonna take the handoff, takes it outside, cut off by the Saints, but it makes somebody miss. He's up the sideline, breaks one, and goes out of bounds right about midfield. Looks like that was number 2, Tyrell Henry, a 6', 170-pound junior. First down for Roseville, right there at the 50-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun, running back behind him, 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Man in motion is Henry once again. Snap taken, hands it off to the man in the backfield, and it's wrapped up in the backfield by a host of Saints. Good response there from the St. Clair defense.
That was well diagnosed by the middle of the St. Clair defensive line.
Panthers lose 3 yards on the play. Run again at the top of your screen. He's got some room and is tripped up at about the 32-yard line of the Saints. Roseville on the move early. Another Roseville first down.
That was one of those wrong guesses. They stunted the outside linebacker for the Saints, and that opened the hole for the running back.
Roseville in the shotgun again. They're going to hand it off in the middle. This time looks like it's going to be wrapped up. Looks like that's number 54. Maddox Moselle playing a little defense. Second down and 10. No gain on the play. Maybe gained a yard. Two receivers left, 2 receivers right. Another one of those option plays. Going to hand it off once again. This looks like Henry again. Oh, a nice tackle there in the open field there by number 32, Logan Hurlbert.
That was a fine defensive play by Logan Hurlbert. That's a difficult tackle to make when the back's at full speed and you're out in the open field.
That was number 21, Eddie Little, on the carry there for Roseville. Brings up the first third down of the game. 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. Bell takes the snap, going to throw it backwards to Little, and Little is going to be wrapped up. That's a nice tackle there. Looked like that might have been Mason Spezia on the tackle there.
What a great read.
Outstanding read, outstanding tackle. Makes it 4th down and 13 now for Roseville.
Outstanding play by Mason.
So after moving the football fairly easily to start there, the Panthers going to head to their punt formation. Looks like the Saints won't have anybody back there considering the field position. 4th down and 13. Punter for the Panthers sitting back at the St. Clair 48. Low snap, handles it, plenty of time, no pressure from the Saints. Gets it down, and a nice play there. Roseville takes it at the 5-yard line. St. Clair football. Nice response there from the Saints defense.
That was a good defensive stand, yeah. A couple of nice individual tackles, one by Logan Hurlburt, one by Mason Spezia. Those are difficult tackles to make.
So Luke Ellis and that St. Clair offense going to take the field. 8:56 is what remains here in the first quarter on CTV.
Now we got to work out of the shadow of that goal post.
Three men in the backfield with Ellis. Takes the snap, looking right, throwing right off the bat. He's got a man out there. Looks like it's going to be broken up. No flags on the play. Pretty good defense there from the Panthers. Defending on the play there by Tyrell Henry. Looks like Henry might be playing both offense and defense.
Nice route by Matt. Very good coverage by Henry.
2nd down and 10. Still fascinating to me to watch the players spot the football with all the new COVID rules. Saints run up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers bottom of the screen, 1 wide right, top of your screen. 1 man in the backfield with Ellis. He's passing once again, going to dump it off into the flats. Tackled out of bounds there. He got the pass over there to number 1, Logan Ellis, his brother.
Gain of about 6 yards.
Gained about 6 there, as you heard Coach Pietrkowski on the PA say. Clock hits 8:30.
That's a nice route, trying to stay out of the middle of the field. Called the big fellas on the line for Roseville.
Looks like there must have been a penalty holding on the Saints. Backs them up, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Backed up all the way onto their own 2-yard line. Not a lot of room to operate here for the Saints. Couple receivers split out wide. 4 Saints in the backfield, including Ellis. Looks like he hands it off to the man in the back. Breaks a bunch of tackles and takes a bunch of Panthers for a ride for a St. Clair 1st down. All the way out to about the 19-yard line goes Logan Ellis.
That was a great individual effort by Logan.
1st down, St. Clair.
Boom, watching care of these tacklers, and I would guarantee he's the smallest player on the field.
Nice job by the line to keep their feet moving and push the guys downfield. Luke pitches it off. Looks like he's got his brother once again, cuts it back to the middle of the field, breaks 1 tackle, bounces to the 40, to the 45, and rumbles his way all the way to the St. Clair
awesome.
46.
That is an awesome effort. A great read by Luke. A tremendous run by Logan. Watch this, the pitch is made at the correct time. There. Now he cuts inside, and look him, whoops, and he's dragging players.
A couple of nice blocks there on the outside as well by the Saints. Saints moving the football, 1st down and 10. High snap, loses it, ball bouncing. Looks like St. Clair gets back on the ball, but they're going to be backed up to about their own 39, 40-yard line.
Alice falls on it, brings up a 2nd down.
Just a little bit of 1 step forward, 1 step back here for the Saints early on. Second down and 17 now from their own 40-yard line. Backfield of Ellis and Ellis. A couple more backs. Logan going to go in motion, and a flag going to stop this play from ever getting off.
Full start on St. Clair. That will back up 5 yards. Redo, second down.
There's a false start, but also it looks like it was Jack Doland maybe.
Yeah.
Came up hurt on that play.
Limping, yes.
First I thought he was just upset about the penalty or something, but he was rolling on the ground and limped away. Another bad snap, and Ellis is forced to fall on this one.
Ellis falls on it. We'll bring up a 3rd and long.
The Saints started this series on the 46. They're now back on their own 29. It's 3rd down and 28. Under 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Bo Becker, Jaden Simonian into the lineup for the Saints. You really don't have a 3rd and 28 play.
No. Unless they can prove you wrong here. Ellis going to roll backwards. He's under pressure.
Screen.
Throws it out there. He was looking for his brother Logan, but it's incomplete. Which, considering the pressure, is probably technically a positive in that moment.
Yes.
Brings up a 4th down.
So 4th down and 28. St. Clair will bring their punt team out. I believe the punter's Logan. Tyrell Henry will go back to receive for the Panthers.
Tyrell Henry.
You can hear Coach Griffin there on the sideline. They got to figure out those snaps a little bit. Punt going to roll.
Kicks away from Henry. That was a good idea.
Panthers going to bounce on it, which was probably a little bit dicey.
Yes.
Technically unnecessary.
It's not going anywhere, and it's your ball. There's always the chance when you pounce on it, it slithers up.
Right. Either way, Roseville going to take over the football now, bring their offense on the field here. They're going to start things off from their own 38-yard line. 5:55 is what's on the clock. It's 0-0. Tom Brenner and Coach Denny White in here. I'm convinced that John left us here because it's getting a little bit colder outside.
Well,
And you're just unlucky that you still got to be here.
I think he's afraid of heights.
First man through. Looks, oh, the quarterback's going to keep this one. He's got a little space. He's got some speed into the 40, to the 35, 30. Going to stay in bounds and cut back. Still spinning all the way down to the St. Clair 20-yard line.
That's Tyrell Henry again.
Tyrell Henry making things happen for the Panthers. Wow, what a cut.
That was a great run. He was dead at the line, and he cut out to the right and around. Very quick feet.
Looks like Roseville wants a timeout. So Henry looks like he's technically playing some quarterback right now.
Yeah, yeah. And it's usually Salter.
Yep, Robert Salter was in there earlier. 5:26 on the clock. Roseville has 1st and 10. They're on the St. Clair 21. Coach Bishop out there talking with his defense. Good look at their defense, but what you can't see off screen is Trevor Gregg doing some snaps here on the bottom of the screen. So the Panthers offense back on the field. Saints defense ready to go. Henry's still taking the snap. Going to hand it off to the first man through. Looks like it's number 21, Eddie Little. He trips himself up. Maybe gained a yard on the play.
First one to beat him there was Caleb.
So Henry Little, and it looks like number 6 is Houston Eubanks. He's back there as well. Henry going to keep it and pitch it to Eubanks. He's got the outside. He's got some speed and some open space, and that's a Roseville touchdown. Make it 6-0 with 4:55 left on the clock here in the first quarter. That's a pretty tough combination back there in the backfield.
It absolutely is. Plus he let the pitch go at the right time.
Take a look at our replay here on CTV.
There, because he was tackled by Mason.
It's so tough because the Saints had the first man beat, so they made the right read and kept it. Then they had the quarterback, but there was nobody for the next guy.
Into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
So the 2-point conversion is good. Make it 8-0, Roseville.
JV football team coached by Denny White, Keith Fox, and Jamie Haslam. They beat Roseville last night in an impressive fashion, 22-0.
Sure you heard that on the broadcast. Hey, way to go, Coach.
I did hear that, yes. It was an awesome game. We put it all together.
22-0, JV win, just in case that didn't come across loud and clear over the broadcast. That was just announced over the PA. 8-0 Roseville here in a gold showdown. Technically week 8 with the 3-1 Roseville Panthers and the 1-3 St. Clair Saints.
Accuracy for St. Clair. Looks like Ellis.
Logan Ellis back to receive this kickoff for the Saints. Kickoff going to land right at about the 14-yard line of the Saints. Look at this little pitch for the Saints. Still going to be wrapped up at about the 20-yard line. Pretty good job there by Roseville to keep their lanes. Matt Buslep is the man who took that pitch.
That occasionally works because they're high school kids,
Sure.
and they want to go in and make the tackle.
Yeah.
And they get out of their lanes, although Roseville did not. Good discipline.
Yep. You get told to pursue the football over and over and over again, and at some point you might over pursue the football, and that's where that play made Bus one for a big gain. 4:49 on the clock here. 1st and 10 for the St. Clair Saints. They start on their own 20-yard line. Luke Ellis back there, going to look to pass this one. Dumps it off in the flats to his brother Logan. He's got the outside, up the sideline to about the 25, 26-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the play.
6 yards there by number 17 of the Panthers.
There you got a good look of the officials not spotting the football anymore. 2nd down and 5 now for St. Clair. Couple receivers out wide right, couple bottom of your screen wide left. One man in the backfield with Luke Ellis, who's going to roll to his right, looking for a man out there on the right side. Throws it out, complete. Still going. He's at the 45, gets himself to about the 47-yard line before he's slammed down.
Matt Buslep, great catch. Nice route, great catch, and he avoided the defender.
Matt Buslep, a nice, tall, lanky receiver out there.
Well done play.
Number 11 of the Panthers. Nice game for the Saints.
1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. We're at 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Saints with a little offensive momentum going here. This time, Ellis under center. He's going to hand it off to his brother, who's wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of 2 or 3 on the play.
Yep. That was a team tackle.
Luke comes to the sideline, and Coach Gary Griffin gets his orders. 2nd down and 13 is what the Saints face. Just in case you were curious who that one loss is for the Roseville Panthers, East Point. They lost to them 28-12.
Although that made them the first team to score on East Point.
That's true. The Saints lost to East Point 42-0 in our season opener. Incomplete pass makes it 3rd and 13. 2:49 is where the clock stops. Saints backed up on their own 43.
Trevor Gregg at center over the ball.
Ellis in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to roll right and throw once again. Going to throw it out there, and a big hit and an interception. Oh my goodness, is that Henry once again? It is, and he cuts back to midfield. He's got some speed. Look out here. Throws a finger up, it looked like he's going to score. A pick 6 for the Roseville Panthers makes it 14-0. That was an incredibly violent hit, and unfortunately, that member of the Saints is down at midfield. It almost looked like the same guy who made the hit was the one who made the interception when we were watching it live.
Yep.
Which in some ways makes you wonder how that's possible. Didn't get a real good look at who that is for the Saints. Clock stops at 2:33.
Bo Becker. Number 23.
Yep, that's number 23, Bo Becker. Senior for the Saints, able to walk off on his own power, which is always a great sign. Certainly was a violent looking hit, violent collision. When you're running full speed and you got your eyes on the football, it's tough to take. Hopefully Bo's going to be just fine. Makes his way to the sideline. I'm sure he'll take a seat and be further examined. So Roseville going to line up for the 2-point conversion once again. Looks like a handoff up the middle, squeezes his way, and it's good. It looks like that was Little once again. Number 21, Eddie Little, makes it 16-0. Roseville on top here in the first quarter at East China Stadium. Tough to see somebody get hurt, and this Saints roster certainly can't afford many more injuries. We came into this one, I wrote down 6 names who are off the 29-man roster, bring them down to about 23 active players. Bo kind of walking around there on the sideline, getting a little water in him. Looks like another injury as well. I think that's Max Schweihofer. He's off your screen right now, but looks like he's all right, but he may have a little bit of a finger issue. So the Saints only have 10 players on the field. You might have been able to hear Coach Bishop. The player was missing here on the near side, bottom of your screen. Only 10 guys on the field, so Coach Bishop going to call timeout. It's already tough to return kicks these days, but You only got 9 guys blocking for him. It's even tougher.
Well, and when there's an injury like that, often what happens is
Nobody feels their responsibility. Yeah.
The MAC Red this season, led by MAC Red MVP Jack Pennywell, Andrew Parr, Sam Vitale, Lucas Stako, and David Harris. We're also all MAC Red performers. The Saints run at Freeland on Saturday.
So the Saints get things figured out, and looks like 11 bodies out there. Yep, 11 Saints on the field was what I count. Matt Buslep is the deep man for the Saints, looking to get things going for him. Roseville kicks this one deep. It's heading towards the top of your screen, and it goes straight out of bounds, which is going to be a penalty against the Panthers.
Saints will set up the third possession at the 35-yard line.
So the Saints will take over, put it on their own 35-yard line, and get things going. Trying to get an idea of what they're evaluating Bo Becker for. Looks like maybe a little concussion evaluation. Some balancing stuff going on there. In the meantime, his teammates take the field to play a little offense. 2:33 on the clock. They're down 16-0.
Trevor Gregg over center again. Maddox Moselle.
Couple receivers out wide.
Case Peterson.
Loaded backfield for the Saints. Couple guys to the side of Luke Ellis, his brother in the backfield. Luke looking to pass, looked over to the left trying to get it to his brother. He's under pressure, grabbed, still escapes, and gets it over to the right and almost picked off. A little bit of a dangerous throw, but man, was he under pressure. There's only so many humans on the planet who can make a play like that.
You kind of look around and say, I didn't see anybody in the blue there.
Right. Doing his best Russell Wilson impression
That's
there.
right. That's right.
So the incomplete pass makes it 2nd down and 10, 2:24 to go here in the first quarter.
Year as a fullback paid off for him on that one.
Yeah. Bo Becker has his helmet back on here on the St. Clair sideline. Same formation for the Saints offense. Man in motion is going to be Logan Ellis. Luke's going to keep it. He goes up the middle, makes a cut, tripped up, but dives his way to the 46-yard line. Gain of about 11 on the play, and it looks like a St. Clair first down.
All the way to the 47-yard line for a first down.
Spotted on the 47, which absolutely guarantees a first down. Nice looking play. I believe we saw that look last week against Tower.
We did. We absolutely did. He certainly is a really solid runner.
See, I did my homework there.
You did. I noticed that.
Watch the little film. That's what happens when they stream the games. You can watch it live, you know. Hopefully everybody out there is watching the game live on watchctv.org or YouTube or the Facebook page. Pretty cool thing they got going on this year. Handoff up the middle, and St. Clair rumbles their way into Panther territory. Nice looking run there. Logan Hurlbert brings it into Panther territory. Timeout Roseville.
Timeout Roseville, that's their second.
A little bit of an interesting moment to take a timeout there.
It is, yeah. That's their second.
The Saints girls cross country team, coached by Jessica McDonald, finished 5th in the MAC Red. Kennedy Hollerbach, Ava Bergatoni, and Caitlin Jaloski were all MAC Red performers.
A little shout out over the PA there for the girls cross country team.
Large finished their season last week with a top 10 finish in the regionals. Riley Natarzak, Brianna Petrella both received all MAC blue honors.
A lot of the teams here at St. Clair High School do very, very well. Heard the tennis team there. They bowed out of the state tournament, but I believe they finished in the top 4 as they made the Final Four.
Yep, they did.
Bowed out to the defending state champions, I believe, today.
Saints come back on the
Coach
our
Dan
Green
Johnson's
Hill.
in his first year coaching them. So 2nd down and 3 for St. Clair. 1:31 on the clock and rolling. Handoff once again. Not much doing there this time. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. Will bring up 3rd down and 2.
Gains of 45. Gain of 1 yard, which will bring up a 3rd and 2.
Sure would be nice if the Saints could get themselves at least close, get themselves maybe in the red zone here before the end of the first quarter. Points would be great.
Get some momentum going, yes.
Keep things rolling into the second quarter. Ellis takes the handoff and hands it through once again. Big opening and a nice run and bounces his way and falls forward just to about the 35-yard line. They'll spot it just inside the 36. Logan Hurlbert has it rolling.
First down.
Clock rolling under 1 minute. Roseville 16, St. Clair 0. 1st down and 10. Saints offense has something going. 2 receivers top of your screen. 1 wide left. A couple guys in the backfield. Handoff taken. Handoff to the left side. Going to take a couple guys for a ride and still grind his way forward to about the 33. Another gain of about 2.5 yards.
Cleared by number 8, number 51 of the Panthers.
One, maybe 2 plays left here in this first quarter. Clock hits 15 seconds. Same formation for St. Clair. Luke Ellis in the backfield under center, takes the snap. Gonna roll right, he's looking to run. Purposeful run here, gets himself inside to about the 25-yard line. Good looking run there. And a gain of 8, depending on the
Nice
spot,
play.
it could be a Saints first down.
Very nice play.
First down.
And with that run, the Saints offense has momentum rolling. The only thing that stopped them was the final whistle there to end the first quarter. We end the first quarter with Roseville 16, St. Clair 0. We're back for the second quarter after these messages.
La Mache is open in the south end of St. Clair's Riverview Plaza. La Mache, an artisan's experience, soon filled with over 40 unique artisans under one roof. Individual spaces with their own vibe, handmaids, pottery, French candies and jellies, Halloween, Christmas, candles, pottery. Walk through the halls of La Mache and see the individual booths that everyone's talking about. La Mache, an artisan's experience in the south end of the Riverview Plaza.
Welcome back to East China Stadium. Watching a live streamed edition of high school football on CTV. Tom Brenner here with the coach, Denny White. And Roseville off to a 16-0 start, and the Saints are hoping to chip away here at that 16-0 lead. Their offense has something going here as we start the second quarter.
Yep, they got some momentum now. It's a nice mix of plays that Coach Griffin is calling.
Last series for the Saints, they had it kind of going through the air. This time they've got it going on the ground. Always a good sign. St. Clair starts the second quarter in Roseville territory. They're on the 24-yard line, 1st down and 10. Same formation as we saw at the end of the first quarter. This time he's going to hand it off to Hurlbert. Breaks a tackle, pounds his way, still on his feet. Still going and wrapped up there by a host of Panthers inside the 25-yard line. May end up as no gain. Whole lot of work and a whole lot of physicality. I'm going to call it a gain of maybe a half a yard there.
That was tackled by Myron Horton. Put it in perspective for you, he's 310 pounds.
Yeah, we're getting a good look at that Roseville D-line right now on your screen, and there's no shortage of size there across the line. Ellis back under center is 2 men in the backfield. Man in motion is Buslep. Ellis takes the snap, hands it off to the second man through. He's tripped up, and gain of, again, maybe a yard on the play will bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was one of those. Tripped up was an excellent word. Had he been able to take another step, he had some open field.
Brings up a 3rd and 9 at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
3rd down and 9 is where we're at. Clock ticks under 11 minutes to go here. Bus left, bottom of your screen. Luke Ellis still under center, has a couple men in the backfield. Looks like big Max Schweihofer's back there as a fullback. Bus left in motion once again. Ellis takes the snap, rolling left. He's under pursuit there by a Panther, throws it up towards the end zone, has Buslep open, caught for a St. Clair touchdown. What a play,
Great
make it 16-6.
Nice route and a great catch by Matt Buslep.
Buslep started that play in motion, then Ellis found himself on the move.
Difficult pass when you're right-handed rolling to your left.
Absolutely, there you see Buslep in motion. And Ellis has no time to think about this.
Nope. Perfect. Nice catch.
That's one of those plays where he absolutely was wanting Buslep that whole time, since he was the man in motion. It's sometimes tough for the defense to latch on and make a decision of what they got to go, what they have to do. Outstanding play there for the Saints. Makes it 16-6. They'll line up for the 2-point conversion and try to make it 16-8. Buslep in motion once again. Ellis under center. Takes the snap. Going to roll left. It's going to be a run. Ellis cuts it up the middle, and it's good.
Nice read. Nice read on Luke's part.
Nice looking hit there by Maddox Moselle in celebration.
Yes.
And what a response by the Saints offense. The drive was very, very good. Complete drive. Set up by a whole bunch of running the football.
Well, and we talked about that early on, that the idea is it doesn't really matter what the record is. They just don't quit. And that's a tribute to the kids and the coaching staff.
So 10:23 on the clock. St. Clair going to kick the football off to the Panthers. A couple men deep there for Roseville. It's like Henry's one of them. Looks like he may be joined in the backfield there to take this kickoff by Anton Washington.
Roseville, number 18, Washington, number 2, Henry.
See what kind of a response the St. Clair kick team and potentially their defense has here, as they're down just 8 now. Kickoff going to go down to about the 19-yard line. Cut back up the middle. A nice work there by the Saints kickoff team. 42 there.
Henry brings it out to the 33. with
Alex
a
Hall.
stop shot.
It looked like he had some momentum, but boy, they shut that hole down quickly.
Absolutely. So Coach Bishop's defense takes the field, looking to slow down the Roseville Panther offense. Get a good look in the stands as the floodgates have been opened, so to speak. You're allowed to come watch the St. Clair Saints as long as you're one of the first 1,000 humans to come here. Snap taken there, handoff up the middle is Little. He takes it across to about the 41-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play.
Nice tackle there by number 16 of St. Clair, Christopher Bikerback.
Couple of Panthers in the backfield here in this formation. 2 receivers right, 1 wide left. Saints going to press up on him. Snap taken and handoff once again goes to Little. Little going to break himself to midfield, still on his feet, still rumbling, gets the sideline to the 30 to 25, runs over a Saint and finally falls down at about the 21-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain for the Panthers.
That was certainly an individual effort run there. Looked like he was stopped just past the line of scrimmage and he broke away.
Good looking shot there to St. Clair cheerleaders, coached by Casey Verbecki and Jordan Gillis. Roseville looking to keep things rolling for their offense. Snap taken from the gun, handoff Little again, and might have just sticking with a good thing. This time he's brought down at about the 15, maybe the 16, gain of about 3 on the play.
Malachi Clark, number 54, 6'3", 285 in there, opening some holes.
Looks to me like Jeremiah Bell is now at quarterback here for the Panthers. Takes the snap, hands it off once again to Little. He's met pretty quick and pretty violently, taken down once again at the 15, maybe gained a foot. 3rd and 6 on the play. Max Schleihofer going to come back into the ball game for the Saints.
Brings up a 3rd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Big time play here for the St. Clair defense if they hope to keep things going. Heading towards 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Man in motion looks like Henry. They're going to hand it off to him. He's got that speed, catches the outside corner, cuts it back, and scores.
Henry takes the pitch, gets to the outside, and strolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
It was a nice decision to cut it back up, but it's just another example. You can't teach speed, and you can't catch it.
Yep. Take a look at the replay here on CTV.
Comes across, plants his left foot, and says, "I'll go
Boom.
there."
Looks like Roseville set up to go for 2 once again.
Saints did a good job of containing. There's nobody home to make the play once he made that cut up field. Panthers going to go for 2 once again. They lead 22-8. Snap taken, handoff to Little, cuts it left side, was slowed down for a moment, but pushes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Make it 24-8 Roseville with 8:06 on the clock here in the second quarter. You know, coming into this game, Coach, I heard it from multiple people. They've got athletes. They're fast.
As you'll see, some JV football players walking around the crowd. They are doing it 50-50. They'll be announced.
They're big. They're fast. They're athletes.
They definitely are. All of those things.
Talking to or hearing one of the coaches, they were saying it's one of those games you can't make a whole lot of mistakes.
You cannot. No, because they're relentless, and that speed is just something you can't teach. And when there's a little hole, they capitalize on it.
Roseville kicks this one off, fielded at about the St. Clair 25-yard line, cuts it back up middle, tripped up and tackled at about the 32-yard line, make it the 33-yard line, and that's where the St. Clair offense hopes to keep things going.
Simonian receives the kick for St. Clair. He brings it out to the.
Now, I don't know if you could hear it on the broadcast right there, but that was Maddox Moselle. He's getting the guys fired up. You know, it seems like every day at practice, he's the guy.
He is.
He's still bringing the energy. He's still bringing the enthusiasm. He's always trying to get his teammates ready to go, and seems like an outstanding leader for this team.
I think that he is, and he's the experienced lineman, and he's a junior.
Right. Ellis takes the snap, going to keep the football, cut it back up the middle, gets his way down to about the 38, 39-yard line, gain of about 6 on the play.
Nice gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4.
Case Peterson on the block.
2nd and 4. Good to see Jack still in the game after we saw look like an awkward injury earlier. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he's battling his way through though. Saints break the huddle and get things going. They got to get 4 or 5 yards here to make things happen. Bustle up bottom of your screen, wearing the white socks and the white sleeves. Ellis hands it off and met quickly there.
Handoff to Ellis as he stops
Loses
right
about
away.
1 or 2 yards. Logan Ellis on the carry.
You see 4 white jerseys and 1 blue. That's not a good ratio.
66 and 17.
So 3rd down and 5 for that Saints offense. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Roseville 24, St. Clair 8. Couple receivers wide, both left and right. 1 man in the backfield. It's the Ellises back there. Luke looking tipped away. Nearly intercepted off the tip, but that tip's knocked away and make it 4th down and 5 for the St. Clair offense. Looks like the punt team's going to make their way on the field. You mentioned it earlier, that Roseville defensive line has got some size.
They definitely do.
St. Clair's the punt. Looks like the kicker is Ellis. Back to receive for your Panthers is Henry.
Just taking a peek here, just with a really, really, really quick scroll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, tough snap. Gets the punt away somehow. There's not many guys back there, and it takes a Roseville bounce.
Bad snap, but great composure by Ellis as he gets the ball.
So it's going to go down as a 12-yard punt, unfortunately, for the
Roseville
Saints.
set up at their own 49-yard line.
Ball right there at midfield. Roseville takes the football back with a 16-point lead.
When you're the punter and the ball goes over your head like that, that'll increase your heart rate.
Oh, yeah. Got caught looking at my sheet there. I'm about to say there's about, looks like 6 to 10 guys who are over 250 pounds on this roster here for Roseville. Now, I imagine some of those guys are playing offense as well.
I think so. There's 74, 6'4", 290.
I see 290, and as you said earlier, I see 5'7", 310 pounds on this roster.
Looks like new quarterback for Panthers, number 7, Salter.
Salter's back,
Robert
whatever
Salter's
was wrong.
back, and we've seen about, looks like, to me, I think I've seen 3 different quarterbacks. Nice tackle there in the backfield for the Saints.
Salter takes a hand up to Little, tries to take him to Salt, loses his footing, loss of 1 yard.
Looks like that was number 50 on the tackle there.
Caleb Ackett.
Caleb Ackett, nice looking tackle there for the Saints. Make it 2nd down and 12. Loss of 2 on the play, that's a good sign. Another injury here for the Saints coming off the field. It looks like that's the man who made the tackle. Caleb Ackett comes off holding his elbow. Hopefully it's just a stinger. It's kind of what it looks like from the initial reaction. Hand off to Little, cuts it back, met by Max Schweihofer, and the Saints come to his rescue.
Salter hands off to number 21, Little, not there by a host of Saints. Leading the charge here was
Kai
Into the game
Pennywell
comes
in
Kai
the
Pennywell to play some defense. Can kind of hear Coach Bishop saying they needed a defensive end. So 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers. Quick couple of plays there. All of a sudden we're at 3rd down. 5 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. 16-point Panther lead. Couple receivers wide. This time they're going to pass it. Salter looking deep. Plenty of time to throw. He's met in the backfield with a hit. Bodies everywhere. No flag. So it'll bring up 4th down and 9 after the incomplete pass.
Salter.
Seems like we've seen run. It's rare to see the Panthers passing the football. Well, it looks like the offense might stay on the field.
It's a lot of pressure put on him by Mason Spezia and really good coverage by Chris Piperzak.
I'm not so sure he would have completed it anyways, but I think that Spezia absolutely disrupted his throwing motion and made that throw come out a little bit dirty, so to speak. Panthers offense is going to stay out there on 4th and 9. 3 receivers right, 1 in the backfield with Salter. He's in the shotgun. Sends a man slowly in motion up forward. Going to look to pass here on 4th down. Rolls to his right, looking for a man out there. He's pointing. Going to throw it up, looking for a deep one. That's Henry. Overthrows him, and the Saints offense will take over. Nicely done there by the St. Clair defense.
Good defensive stand.
Nice defense there by Simonian.
Nice closing speed, then it was overthrown.
4:48 on the clock. I think this is where you sure would like to see a big-time response.
You would, yes.
By the St. Clair offense. Defense certainly did their job. Offense hoping to reward them with some points here. Loaded backfield for the Saints. Ellis takes the snap, gonna run with it, gonna pitch it. Got it. Up the sideline goes Logan Ellis, and he's dragged out of bounds at about the Roseville 36-yard line. They're going to spot it at 38. 1st down, Saints.
To the 38-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Bo Becker back in the game. He must be okay.
That's a good sign for that St. Clair offense. Luke Ellis
First down.
goes to his arm chart, looks back to the sidelines for some help. Looks like there may be a little bit of confusion here for the St. Clair offense. See if they can get the play in and off in time here. Saints going to split it and get up in a hurry. Ellis in the shotgun. Logan to his right, going to hand it off to Logan Ellis, going to barrel his way up and gain a couple yards and keep on his feet all the way down to about the 33-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
34-yard line. Nice push there by your own line.
You can hear him talking about the offensive line. We're talking about Kai Pennywell and Jack Dolan.
Yep.
Maddox Moselle. Case Peterson. Trevor Gregg.
Well done. St. Clair going to call timeout. I think it seemed like there was some personnel confusion on the previous play. So it looks like they'll take a timeout and maybe get things sorted out with 3:35. Pretty good time to figure it out. You almost want to take up, at least two of these minutes. I mean, in a perfect world, you probably take all 3:35 and don't give Roseville the football back. Get a good look at that St. Clair offense, huddling up on the field. They're down 16. Roseville 3-1 overall. They're second in the MAC Gold, behind only undefeated East Point, who, as the Saints saw in their technical opening week, they're a pretty good football team.
They're pretty good. Yes, they are.
This is the second to last football game for both these teams in the regular season. With all of the stuff going on in the world, everybody's making the dance this year. Everybody makes the playoffs. 3:35 on the clock.
St. Clair next week is home to Marysville, and Roseville has Port Huron High. Nice.
Ellis keeps the football and going to be taken down at about the 31-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. They'll bring up third down and about 3.
By number 34 after he gets to the 31-yard line. I'll bring up a 3rd and 3 at the 31.
Saints going to make a couple substitutions. Max Schweihofer back into the ball game.
Logan
Hurlburt as well. A couple of physical football players. Logan Ellis going to come off the field here on 3rd and 3. Clock heads towards 3 minutes to go in the first half. Saints a little bit taking their time, maybe keeping in mind what we talked about.
It's down to 10. There you go.
Saints hand it off to Hurlburt, and a nice defensive play there by the Panthers. He's taken down at about the 32. So loss of about a yard on the play. 4th down and 4 for the Saints with 2.5 minutes to go here. And the Saints keep their offense on the field.
4th and 4 at the Panthers 32.
4th and 4, you can hear the Roseville people talking about watch the ball, watch the ball.
Right, yep. See if Luke Ellis maybe gets that excited voice going on here, trying to get those Roseville Panthers to jump off sides. But the Saints will run a play. Hurlburt has it left side. Looked like he had a chance for a second, but a pretty nice tackle there by number 23. That's Leonard Curry Jr. So the Panthers will take over and their offense back on the field. They got 2 minutes and 6 seconds to operate here with a 16-point lead. That's absolutely the right call there, though, for the Saints. Yep. You're moving the football. You're pretty deep into Roseville territory. They now have to go 68 yards if they're scoring another touchdown. They got to do that in 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Keep the football in front of you, and you can go into halftime with the same score you see now on the bottom of your screen.
Well, and you chance the punt. There's always the opportunity to run it all the way back.
And a punt from that spot on the field is just awkward. You might end up with the football back in the same spot when it goes through the end zone. Roseville once again in that shotgun formation, thrown out to the left side, and incomplete pass.
Robinson, pass incomplete. Defended there by
He's looking for number 13. That's Desmond Robinson, a 6'2", 170-pound senior.
Hamill on the defense.
Just got a decent look there. If you look at that Roseville off, you can see number 66. That's Marion Horton. That's our guy, 5'7", 310 pounds. He's playing center for the Panthers. That's borderline NFL body there.
Right beside him, 5'9", 255.
Oh, ball's on the ground. It looks like the Saints got it. That is the case. Big time turnover.
Mason Spezia.
Mason Spezia is having a nice first half. Made an outstanding tackle earlier, and now he's got a fumble recovery. Make it first down and 10. $1:59 on the clock. The Saints are given life.
Yep, problem on the handoff.
Yep. I think that was Little they were trying to get the football to. They've had a lot of success running the football with him, but that time he puts the ball on the turf, and the Saints have it. High snap, handled. Ellis looking to throw, throws it up, has a man out there. It's his brother. Looks like he's going to be short, but a big-time play. Logan Ellis with the catch. It'll be first and goal. Ellis to Ellis has the Saints in serious business here with 1:53 on the clock. Came off the line wide open. Nobody had him. Actually, a fairly impressive effort by that Roseville player to even get back there.
Yeah, nice closing.
Not sure if he's the one who blew the assignment, but he made a pretty good effort. That was almost an easy touchdown. Saints have it again. Looks like a handoff. Looks like that's Hurlburt going to be brought down. No gain on the play. Make it second down and goal.
That's all right. Score on the fourth down and let the clock run.
Luke Ellis comes in off the sideline. Just about a minute to go here in the first half. Saints break the huddle as we go under a minute. Whistle blows and a Roseville timeout. I want to talk things over. That'll be their final timeout of the first half.
Timeout Roseville. That's their second timeout of the half. They have one remaining.
Some pretty impressive momentum swings here from the Saints today.
Absolutely, and you know that's what we talked about before. They simply don't, regardless of the score, regardless of their record, they simply don't quit. And isn't that what high school sports is about?
You sure would like to think so. If there's ever a year to learn a little bit about life through sports, this is the year.
This would do it, yes.
In other actions around the area, Marysville has an 8-0
Cool looking shot there, the Saints offense. Nice job by our crew tonight, as always. Bringing you these awesome pictures, streaming live all over the globe tonight.
That was just an interesting report on the Marysville Marine City score. Marysville's up 8-0.
Was reading an article in the Times-Herald, and headlines are always fascinating, but the headline was along the lines of it's the local Ohio State, Michigan. It's like, oh, that's a big statement. Good football game there. That's going to decide the silver.
Good deal.
Clock stopped at 57 seconds after the Roseville timeout. It's second down and goal. Man in motion is Buslep. Ellis going to take the snap. He's going to keep it himself, try to dive forward. Looks like a St. Clair touchdown, and it is.
If we can watch this on replay, you're going to give an assist to
Max
Schweihofer, yeah. Watch Max. Let's go this way, Pyle.
He might get a couple assists because I think he just pushed, like you said, he pushed the pile.
Yes, he did.
The pile then assisted Ellis into the end zone, and a big-time response once again. The Saints will go for 2. They're down 10 right now, so the 2-point conversion will get them within 8 if they can do it. 24-14. Touchdown's huge. This is even bigger. Ellis under center, going to roll right, going to try to keep the football. He's grabbed it first, keeps his momentum going. See the spot, but it looks like it's short. No good for the Saints, so it stays 24-14. 54.8 is what's on the clock. Roseville with a 10-point lead. Regardless of that 2-point conversion, the offense has got to come back to the sideline feeling pretty good.
Yes, they do. Now they got to play less than a minute of really tight defense.
Yep. I thought you were going to say now they got to go play defense, because that's about where the roster size is at. Some of those guys, I think, went straight back into the huddle.
I think they did.
At bare minimum, they got to be on the kickoff team here. Credit to a lot of these guys. That's not easy to do. Go out there and battle 5'7", 310.
Yes.
Go play defense. Go play kickoff. You can see Logan Hurlburt, bunch of guys are back out there on the kickoff. Just like you said, Coach, just 54 seconds. You'd like to go in the locker room down 10.
Maya Freeland with the kickoff.
It's awesome. So good. Freeland's kick going to go to the left side, and looks like it's going to end out of bounds, which will end up with a St. Clair penalty.
It's all right. You can't run that back. Unless they're going to make her kick it again.
Looks like that might be the case.
They're going to make her kick it again.
I don't think she knows that quite yet.
Looks like Roseville's gonna ask for a re-kick.
Looks like Hurlburt's going to kick it, actually, if I'm hearing Coach Bishop correctly. So the Saints will redo it, and kind of what you were mentioning there, you can't return that one, but Roseville wants a shot at it. So they're hoping this one stays in bounds, and they'll have an opportunity to return this kick. So we reset things. Saints kick this one off, and this one will be fieldable, and actually fielded cleanly. Right inside the 30-yard line is Henry. Look out here. Henry cuts it back to the sideline. Man down. He's got a man to beat and does. Stays in bounds. He's got some speed and brought down at the 35-yard line. My goodness, Tyrell Henry absolutely showing some speed and athleticism. And the Panthers are back in business. Just taking a look at the sideline. If I had to guess, I don't think that was supposed to happen. I don't think he was supposed to kick that ball clean, especially to number 2.
I think that would make sense.
I think they probably wanted that ball to bounce around on the turf a couple times.
If you keep it on the ground and kick it away from him.
So now the Saints defense with their backs up against the wall a little bit. They'll feel the pressure of that Panther offense. They've got 45 seconds to do it. That's tough. That's very tough. The arguably best athlete on the field got a clean kick return there, and the Panthers are in business. Snap taken from the shotgun, rolling right, looking to throw as a man wide open, but the pass is going to be dropped there. Looks like that's Amari Snowden, a 6'3", 179-pound sophomore. Young guy out there. Robert Salter back in at quarterback for the Panthers, just a junior. Just got to fight for another 40 seconds here if you're the St. Clair defense. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Roseville 24, St. Clair 14. Seen a couple times where some players come off the field, they're looking at their hands like they got a stinger. The cold weather has arrived. Not catching those warm footballs anymore. Roseville looking to pass once again. He's looking to the end zone. Well covered there by the Saints. Ball going to fall incomplete. They're looking for a penalty, but not much doing there.
No.
St. Clair did a pretty good job of running along for the ride.
They just had him bracketed. That wasn't going to be a penalty.
Well done there by the Saints. 3rd down and 10 with 34 seconds. This is a big play. The Panthers tried something kind of medium-sized pass and a long pass. Now they face 3rd down and 10. Couple receivers right, couple receivers left. Salter in the backfield in the shotgun has a man to his right. Looks like Little. Little's going to block. Salter rolling right, looking to pass once again. He's under pressure. Going to throw it and incomplete, nearly intercepted. Flag is on the play here.
That was really late.
Looks like it's going to be holding against the Panthers, which would, I would imagine, be declined.
What do you do, Coach? You take the penalty?
I would
make it
decline and
fourth
make it
down.
fourth down
There you go.
personally. I think that's what Coach Bishop did. Not that my personal opinion matters whatsoever. Even though, you know what, I feel like there should be some sort of rights there. We got headsets on. We're on top of the press box up here with like all the real football people.
We can see better
Can
than
we
they
call
can,
plays
yeah.
in and over these headsets, or do
Sure.
these just go to the rest of the world over a stream?
Go right ahead and call them.
I'm wondering what these do. We'll have to check it with the truck at halftime of what kind of power we got up here on top of the press box. Nice view up here. 28 seconds. It's 4th down and 10. Panthers offense stays on the field. Salter looking left, has Henry there, but instead he's going to go deep, has a man wide open, and it's complete. Can he stay?
No.
Oh, he reached for the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown. Looks to me like that's Kyle Fitzgerald.
Yep.
Touchdown, Roseville. You know, looking at the bottom of the screen, it looked like he was going to go to Henry, but that might have been a little bit of a decoy on this type of play. Let's watch the bottom of your screen. Look, you almost see Henry pointing, distracted him,
Yep.
and then 3 Saints had a chance, but instead Fitzgerald went right by him. I'll make it 30-14. The Henry return pays off huge for Roseville. Salter got a couple receivers right and left once again. Little in the backfield with him. Panthers take their time going for 2, as it seems they may always do. Going to hand it off to Little. Oh, he keeps it.
Oh, wow.
Salter, easy 2-point conversion. Reaches across the goal line and good. Make it 32-14 Roseville with 20 seconds. Tough sequence there for the
That
Saints.
was not good.
That was an interesting touchdown.
Well, when you saw it on replay, the linebacker chucked the receiver and kind of knocked him off his pattern, which was conceivably a good idea,
Sure.
but knocked him into the open area, and he
Yeah.
went right by the
Looks like the touchdown again.
Yep.
Very good. Let's watch that slot
right
receiver.
there. He gets
Yep, he
bumped
got him.
and bumped him right by the
Right.
defender.
Pretty impressive effort
Yep.
to stay on his feet and really
was.
not lose much speed getting off the line. Kind of saw Henry down there too. He like pointed at the defensive back and then came back as if he was looking for a screen. I imagine if the slot receiver did get blown up, that Henry would have been the next option.
Yep.
So the Panthers going to kick this one off. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Going to be fielded clean by the Saints at about the 23. They bring it out, and he's still on his feet up the sideline and brought out of bounds at about the 40. Return there by, I missed what number that was. So 15 seconds for the Saints offense. See if they let it fly here. I imagine we might see a handoff. Roseville does not have any timeouts left, so they can't stop the clock. Buslep going to head out wide. Couple men in the backfield here with Ellis. Takes the snap and hands it off to the first man through. Rumbles his way to about the 44-yard line. Clock ticking to 6 and 5, and looks like the Saints will just go into the locker room with an 18-point deficit.
Alex Hall, the ball carrier on that last play.
And that is the case. Saints are down 18. It's 32-14. Roseville on top in a big Matt Gold showdown. Second half action after these messages.
Ace Hardware in St. Clair is your local Ace Hardware store, and it's located on the west side of the Riverview Plaza in St. Clair. Ace Hardware in St. Clair now features Carhartt clothing, coats, pants, everything Carhartt. And look now, they also have the big green egg, Weber grills, and of course, all the quality Ace products you've grown to know and trust. Paint, tools, keys, everything hardware. It's all at Ace Hardware on the west side of the Riverview Plaza in St. Clair.
Well, they've got drink specials every day. Rooms upstairs if you want to stay. If you love music, hear it play at the good old Murphy Inn. At the good old Murphy Inn.
Looking for a great spot to enjoy lunch or dinner with fantastic daily food and happy hour specials? Look no further than the Murphy Inn in St. Clair. This is Paul, owner of the Murphy Inn. Our charming Irish pub features different food and drink specials every day of the week, plus live entertainment every Wednesday through Saturday. The inn even offers 7 unique hotel rooms complete with modern amenities, perfect for overnight stays or a weekend getaway.
There ain't no doubt we're going out to the good old Murphy Inn. To the good old Murphy Inn.
St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC wants to welcome you back.
And we've taken all necessary precautions to keep our customers safe and comfortable.
Because we really do care in St. Clair.
Lease a Chevy Equinox for $268 a month.
Just sign and drive.
Or choose the all-new Buick Encore GX for $209 a month. Even lease a GMC Acadia, $229 a month.
And we'll deliver to your home or office. Plus, shop all our inventory online.
We are way closer than you think.
I'm Dr. Lee Bacheldor, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today and in the future. During the coronavirus pandemic we are currently living through, Ascension River District Hospital, our associates, and the Ascension, Michigan family in large are appreciative of the opportunity to sponsor our local sports teams and the live presentation of these events by CTV Cable Channel 6.
Line. Down in your near your 20.
We already got a good look at this offense after a kick return in this kind of similar position on the field.
Salters will come back as Panthers quarterback.
Little in the backfield with Salters. Henry is in motion, goes to the slot bottom of your screen. He goes back in motion to the right. Salter's going to keep it, looks to pass, goes to the end zone, throws it up, and that's caught for a Roseville touchdown. Looks like number 13. Desmond Robinson with a touchdown there.
This looks like the receiver was covered, but there's a decided height advantage to Roseville. Up. Yep.
Yeah, that's an impressive throw and catch. No doubt about it. They'll make it 44-14 now. Roseville on top. They'll go for 2 once again.
Roseville's lined up to go for 2 once again.
Salter back in the shotgun once again, takes it. Gonna hand this one off. He's got the corner, he's got some speed, and the 2-point conversion is good. Looked like Kyle Fitzgerald. So Roseville converts the 2-point conversion, makes it 46-14. The lead is 32 points here with 7:59 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Haven't heard any updates over to PA, but the big showdown here in the Blue Water area is the Marine City Mariners and the Marysville Vikings. Still haven't fired up the old Twitter here. My phone might be frozen, to be honest, like literally frozen. You know, usually you say that when it just doesn't work. Might be like temperature frozen at this point. Let's see. Oh, we're waiting to thaw out the phone. Got a couple messages here from our fine athletic director here at St. Clair High School. Might have heard it earlier, but got to say congratulations to the St. Clair Saints boys tennis team. They competed in the state finals for the 23rd straight year. Very, very impressive. They were ranked 4th in the state. They were the only public school left in the Final Four. They lost a tough match to Ann Arbor Green Hills today, and that finishes up their season. Very nice season there for first-year head coach Dan Johnson. Been around for a long time with Dave Klutz, and did a nice job leading the Saints there to the Final Four.
Really nice job. Yep, there's a lot of pressure when you're ranked in the top 10 all year long.
I feel that pressure.
You should. You should. You should.
We got the same thing going on in boys cross country. Should be mentioned too that on the tennis team, #1 singles player Derek Disterath will play for the individual state championship next week in Mason. He's an outstanding tennis player. I imagine he's got as good a shot as anybody to win an individual state title. So good luck to Derek and the rest of the Saints. Great job this season.
Hall with the carry, tackled there by a host of Panthers.
Might not be anything more awkward than him wanting me to read something about my own team on here, so we'll skip that.
Let me read it. Let me read it.
You go for that. You go for it,
Okay.
Coach.
The Saints boys cross country team, coached by Tom Brenner, is currently ranked 5th in the state. The Saints finished 2nd in the MAC Red this season, led by MAC Red MVP Jack Pennywell. Andrew Parr, Sam Vitale, Lucas Danko, and David Harris were also all MAC Red performers. The Saints run at Freeland on Saturday.
You read that beautifully. You made us even sound more important than we really are, so I appreciate it. Had a personal foul happen there as you were reading that. The Saints got out of bounds, and
Personal foul on
an unnecessary toss.
Yeah, that was
way
really
out of bounds. Play
really
was clearly over.
Gives St. Clair an automatic first down.
That's tough. 32-point.
Yeah.
That's one of those makes it extra unnecessary, you'd say, for both parties. So the Saints have 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. See if the offense can get something going here. Snap taken by Ellis, can fake to the pitch, keeps the football for himself, dives up toward the 48. A couple yards gained on the play, make it 2nd and a long 7, maybe 8. You know, I thought about wearing my glasses like you did, but I opted for the contacts for the exact reason that you're having the same issues I was predicting. The glasses, man, with the masks, it's an issue.
Because I'm a baseball coach, I like to do that periodically so I get the same kind of vision an umpire has.
You never know, right?
Yeah.
Ellis brought down in the backfield there. A couple of Panthers were in the backfield for the sack. Brings up 3rd and about 14 or so. Backed up on about their own 40-yard line. Make it 3rd down and 15. Oh man, we're on camera.
Oh, there it is.
We're all bundled up here. We were not ready for camera. I guess
Up on the roof.
Bruce up here on the roof, giving you a good look.
And see, they wouldn't let us into makeup today.
He's got the awesome camera going.
That up.
Ellis going to keep it, rolling backwards, now rolling right, has a man open.
Get by.
Caught, gets by a man, gets by 2, tossed forward to about the 49-yard line, gains about 8 on the play. It'll still be 4th and around 7 to go. You don't get to see it, but now Bruce is navigating the ladder on his way down into the press box from the roof. That's an impressive feat he's doing there.
It is.
Oh, they got him. You see, he's in there.
Yeah.
Well done. We're looking live at Bruce Holliday in the East China Stadium press box. Hold your shot, Bruce. Well done, sir. I think it's 4th down. The scoreboard says 3rd and 15, but I believe it's...
Marker says 4th.
I believe it's 4th down. You can kind of hear Coach Bishop there. 5:46 is what's on the clock here. 46-14, Roseville on top. Clock gonna roll here. Saints in their punt formation. Snap fielded cleanly this time. High, good-looking punt. They called for the fair catch. Bodies were kind of clanking. Henry called for the fair catch, and smartly he kept going with it just in case.
Yep.
And in many ways, once again, thank goodness.
Yes. Yes.
There was a lot of green on the right side.
And he's certainly able to find it when it's there.
So 5:34 is where the clock pauses. Roseville offense back out there. Saints look to those arm sleeves for the call from Coach Bishop. Trying to slow down a pretty explosive Panther offense. Salter's still back there at quarterback. I think me and Darren are like on the same wavelength tonight.
I think you are.
Darren on the PA. Salter in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to the man running through, makes multiple men miss. He's got a lot of space. Stays to the right side, cuts it back to the middle and brought down. Nice play there by the Saints. Stopped another explosive Roseville play. Looks like a hold on the Panthers will bring this play back, though. Costly penalty there for Roseville.
Tackle by Gagne. Looks like a holding on Roseville will bring this play back. In local action,
does JV football only have one more game left? What do you guys got left? What's JV football have left?
One more game.
One more
Next
game?
Thursday at Marysville.
How's that one looking on the on paper so far?
It's always competitive with your rival. That's all I can say. Things happen in rivalry games that you never can anticipate.
Yep. Panthers 1st and 22 after the penalty. They're going to bring us up to about the 20, so a gain of maybe a yard on the play.
Not there by a bunch of St. Clair Saints.
Second down and 20 now for the Panthers. Make it 21. Couple of subs here for Roseville. They're taking their time a little bit getting this one in. The clock is on the move. Under 5 minutes to go.
5'10", 255 sophomore.
Saints bringing a little pressure. Quarterback in to keep it. Rolls right. He's under pressure. Able to get the throwaway complete. Spins. Still on his feet. Looks like Henry. And he goes out of bounds at about the 31. Gain of about 11. A little gust of wind to keep us on our toes. Third down and 9 now for the Panthers. Clock rolling under 4:30 to go. Little in the backfield. Receiver bottom of your screen. Couple to the top. See if the Saints defense can get themselves off the field here. Takes the snap, looking left for a pass. It's incomplete. It was forward, so it will be incomplete, not a fumble. So 4th down and 9 now for Roseville, and a very rare appearance for the punt team.
Yep. Good job by the Saints.
Yeah. Well, it's always the weirdest thing, right? You gave up an explosive play. It gets brought back. So you feel a little bad. We gave up an explosive play, you know, but they responded well and got themselves off the field. Max Schweihofer comes out of the ball game for the Saints with 4:23 to go in the third quarter. 46-14 is where we stand. Roseville on top. There's still a game behind East Point in the standings. A very delayed punt. He does end up punting it away. The Saints trying to get their teammates to get away from the football. Didn't want to touch that and give Roseville the football back, but the Saints stay away and their offense hits the field. And they get to start it in Roseville territory.
That's good, yeah, yep.
First down and 10. The Saints will start at the 46. Maddox Moselle is false start there.
False start St. Clair. They'll back them up 5 yards. We'll redo first down.
So they'll make it first down and 15. They'll back it up to midfield. Now they're back in their own territory on their own 49. Had some success running the football. I'm sure we'll see some more of that here on this drive. Ellis fakes it to his left, rolls to his right, has a man open out there. It's complete. Caught there by Alex Hall. Nicely done. Get themselves down to the Roseville 42. Pretty good looking play, but the Saints still well short of a first down. Second down and 6 is where the Saints stand. Good look at some of the students who made the trip out here to East China Stadium to cheer on their classmates. Ellis keeps it and spins after taking a hit and gets himself to about the 39. Flag on the play. Looks like a hold against the Saints once again, so that run will go away and the Saints will back up once again.
No, back St. Clair up 10 yards, and we'll redo second down, bring up a second and 16 from the 48-yard line. Correction, the St. Clair's 46-yard line.
Second down. After the hold, Buslep going to come out wide for the Saints. Ellis still in the shotgun. He's got a whole lot of weapons. Bunch of them top of your screen, couple to the bottom of your screen. One going to go in motion is Hall. Little fake going through, and Hall's going to be the man who catches the Ellis pass, gets himself out to about the Roseville 45. Gain of 9 on the play. They've had a little success with that man in motion, giving the ball on a pass.
Yep.
Earlier in the game, an absolutely beautiful one of those plays to Buslep, the Ellis to Buslep connection. Looks like Simonian going to come into the game. Joins Ellis in the offense. Hall makes his way off. Great to see him on the field. Last year he was banged up. Back out here contributing to the Saints. Another man in motion once again. It looks like it's Ellis, and he's met quickly in the backfield. Big time play there. Looks like 54. That's Malachi Clark. He's 6'3", 285, and a junior. Take a look at the replay here.
Wow, there's great penetration right there by the tackle.
St. Clair looks to bring out the punt team on a 4th and 17.
4th and 17. The St. Clair punt team makes their way onto the field.
6'4", 290.
Back to the Panthers.
There's a look at the crowd. All got their blankets on, winter coats, hats, gloves. Short punt here from the Saints, going to bounce and go out of bounds. See where they spot it, but it looks like it'll be right around the Roseville 35.
Can't return those. That's a good deal. They put Henry back there as the lone returner, so there's no alternative but to kick it to one side or the other.
That is where they end up spotting the football, right at the 35-yard line. Robert Salter Jr. back in at quarterback for the Panthers. He's joined by plenty of offensive weapons. They've used those weapons to a tune of 46 points. St. Clair with 14. Salter in the shotgun. takes the snap, looks for the man coming through. He does hand the ball off. He's got some speed once again.
Wow.
He's got some space as well. He's at the 45-40. See if the Saints can get him. 20, 15, 10, 5. They won't win that race, and it's another Roseville touchdown.
That was a foot race, and they have the speed.
Head official confirms it's a clean play and a Roseville touchdown.
Comes across, there he goes. One guy to beat. Look at that explosion.
Pretty good blocking on the outside as well by the receivers. So it's 52-14. Roseville will go for 2. This is one of those situations too where with the playoff seeding, I mean, in some ways you might see Roseville keep going.
Yep.
Salter gets the play, communicates with his offensive line. He's got a couple guys bottom of your screen, one to the top, man in the backfield with him. And looks like a delay of game.
Delay of game by Roseville. Back the ball up 5 yards and they'll try again on the 2-point conversion.
So a little more space, a little more ground to cover if the Panthers will convert this offense, this 2-point conversion. $1:50 on the clock here in the third quarter. Trying to make it 54-14. Salter takes the snap, keeps the football himself, gets the right corner, trying to get out there. He's going to be cut off by the Saints. Well done there. They force him out of bounds, and the conversion's no good. So we stay at 52-14. Roseville still on top. Let's see what else we got here. I love that camera. Have I mentioned that? I got to give a shout out to the girls cross country team. I coach the boys. Got to give a shout out to Coach McDonald's and the girls. They finished 5th in the MAC Red. Kennedy Hollerbach, Ava Pergitoni, and Caitlin Jaloski, all MAC Red performers. All conference honors for them. And, you know, 5th in the MAC Red, Coach. You know, for some perspective, we moved up to the red this year. We asked for that, which is crazy.
You can't go higher.
Can't go any higher, and all those schools in there have about double the amount of
Yes,
students
they
as
do.
us.
Yep.
So finishing 5th there for the girls, who are basically all sophomores and freshmen, is pretty impressive.
That's remarkable.
So good for
Yes.
them, and they're working really, really hard. And a few of them run with the boys. They're so good, so they come and run with us. Kennedy, Ava, and Caitlin, they all do that. And the big goal is to make the state meet. And I think they can do that. That'll be up in a couple weeks. It's on Halloween. That's the day on the calendar. Roseville kickoff, going to go out of bounds. Man, this might be a record. We got to check the record books. Where's Sandy? We need to. Is there a record for East China Stadium kicks out of bounds? Because these two teams are on their way to that record. If there's not, we're writing one tonight. We've got to be at 4, I think. Oh, the St. Clair offense is back on the field. They'll start at the 35-yard line. I believe we should have a running clock at this point. We'll see if it runs from this point on. It's usually 35, right?
Yep.
So the St. Clair deficit, just to explain that a little bit, they're down 40. Usually when you get to 35 points and up in the second half, the clock will just continue to run no matter what happens. Met quickly and violently there by the Panthers. Gets it up to about the 40. And the clock is now moving. All right. Still should have, no matter what happened there.
That sets up a 2nd and 4 for St. Clair at the 41-yard line.
Nice run by Logan Herbert.
Yep.
The offensive line is still moving the much larger Roseville defense.
Got a good look at the fellas there. They got their hands full, but they're up for the challenge so far. Roseville showing a little bit of a blitz. Ellis going to hand this one off. Looks like Hurlbert again. He's standing up pretty tall, and he's brought down at about the 41. Not much gain there on the play. Make it 3rd down and about 4. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 40 seconds to go. Luke Ellis gets his orders, brings it back to his teammates, and looks for more here. Ellis rolls out, looks to pass. He loses the football. I think that's going to be a fumble. And wow, miraculously, he lands on the football.
Wow.
With the running clock, it almost doesn't necessarily matter what that ends up being.
And we've got a holding penalty on the Saints.
Penalty on the play, holding on St. Clair.
Will kind of matter now to see where they move this football to, which I'm sure is part of the discussion. Roseville going to decline it, though.
On the field was an incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass should put the football back at the original line of scrimmage from that last play. See where they bring it to. So 4th down and 3 for the Saints.
At this time, when you get out your 50-50 ticket.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter here on CTV. It's Roseville 52, St. Clair 14. We're back for the 4th quarter after these messages.
North Star Bank, your local community bank serving St. Clair, Sanilac, Huron, and Washtenaw counties. When you need a local community bank for home loans, checking, savings, and other banking needs, North Star Bank is the community bank that you want to deal with. The bank that will take care of all your personal and business needs. North Star Bank has a new mobile application that you can download to make banking even easier. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Member FDIC.
Say that again. So easy to grade. Welcome back to CTV. Getting ready for the 4th quarter here at East China Stadium. Roseville up 52-14.
Local family from St. Clair has a winning ticket.
I didn't get any 50-50 tickets today. I'm so busy up here. I didn't get a chance.
Touchdown, Marysville.
I can tell you if that I.
17 with 44 seconds remaining.
Oh, they just announced that Marysville scored a touchdown. I think they took the lead because you just showed me an update that had Marine City up.
44 seconds remaining.
Oh, wow. So the Vikings.
Bingo.
.38 deficit here. Ball went flying, but a false start.
False start Saints. They'll assess a 5-yard penalty and we'll redo 4th down.
The Saints were going for it there on 4th down, but with the penalty, Coach Bishop's going to decide to punt this one away. Clock will roll.
Ellis is back to do the kicking for St. Clair.
Saints get this punt away, and it's going to be fielded cleanly here, and that's Henry. See if the Saints can bottle him up. He gets to the sideline, going to cut back, gets himself back to the sideline, still on his feet, and finally brought down at the 39-yard line. Man, he's the definition to make something out of nothing.
Absolutely.
First and 10, Roseville.
You know, it's when they're charging in, it's hard to control the location of the punt, but it's better to plan to kick away from him and just let it roll.
Clock at 11 minutes to go. Pretty cool. We're streaming this thing all over the globe, right?
Absolutely.
Which also means that I can do something pretty cool. And that's say goodnight to my kids. They're watching us, Coach. So good thing you've been on your A game. Get to say goodnight to Meadow and Carson back at home. They're watching with my wife. Cool thing is we got the YouTube app on our TV, so even when you and John Carter are doing the games, I've been easily streaming these things right on my TV. It's like watching the big networks, watching college football or the NFL. You guys putting together a nice broadcast along with our awesome crew down there in the truck.
2-yard loss. Brings up a 2nd and 12.
Clock heading towards 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Roseville up 52-14. Hand off to the first man through. Barrels down to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play will make it about 3rd down and 9.
Short gain by Bokamp for about a 4-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and 8.
Sure, all the restaurants in town are streaming CTV as well. Snap is clean. Handoff once again. Barrels down to about 31, maybe the 32. Gain of 5 or so on the play. It's going to be short of the line to gain. 4th down, Roseville. 4th down and about 2. They'll keep their offense on the field. Just 2 yards to gain.
Nothing to lose here.
Nope. And they're in that awkward spot of the field. Hands it off once again. Going to be met pretty quickly, and I think he's short. We'll see where they spot this thing, and he is. He's short. Good work there by the Saints defense. Not sure if we'll get a replay, but somebody stuck it to him pretty good. Right there. Nicely done there. Getting a little more blind in my old age.
That's what we need, age jokes.
Well, that one was about myself.
Okay,
so. Okay. Anything to keep us warm up here.
That was a good idea.
Ellis back into pass. Nice fake. Makes a man miss. Going to throw it up. He's got a man open. 30, 25. Can he score? 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown St. Clair. I don't see any flags. It's a clean touchdown. Looks like that's Jared Simonian.
71-yard pitching catch. Ellis to Simonian.
Nice play, absolutely. Good job by Simonian to just continue on his route. Very nice.
Looks like St. Clair will line up to go for 2.
The Saints going to keep their offense on the field and go for 2. It's 52-20. They got it down to 32 points. So the clock will not run anymore. Good on the Saints for chipping back into that. Max Schweihofer joins the St. Clair backfield, and the officials blow a whistle, and looks like a St. Clair timeout. Must not have liked what they seen.
Leaves them with 2 remaining.
See Coach Griffin there, talking to the troops, get them lined up correctly. Looks like he's got some pretty specific orders for somebody. You would assume so, right? It's the rare timeout on a 2-point conversion. But it's not really a bad time to do it because you got to fix things, right? I mean, we might as well. Let's run the play to our best of our ability, and I'm sure that's what the coaches saw there. Let's figure it out here, fellas. Got a good look there at Coach Bishop on the right of your screen and Coach Griffin there on the left. Some hard-working guys. 32-point deficit. Saints trying to make it 30 here. Got a cheerleader down. Hopefully she's all right. Pitch here to Ellis, and he's got the corner, and the 2-point conversion is good. So it's make it 52-22, just a 30-point deficit now. Take a look at the replay here. Nice pitch, right on time there. Ellis to Ellis. Makes a man miss, and easy in there for the 2-point conversion. Looks like the Vikings are still up, but Marine City driving potentially. So the Saints kickoff team takes the field. They'll kick it off to the Panthers.
Guess where it went?
Out of bounds. We got that stadium record is still going.
Marine City scores with 11 seconds left on the clock to take a 24-21 lead.
Wow, if you heard that over the PA, Marine City back on top over Marysville very late in that ball game. Sounds like that might be an electric finish.
11 seconds to go.
Just checking out the old Twitter here, trying to see what we got. .7:57 on the clock here in the fourth quarter at East China Stadium. The Saints kick it off. Fielded cleanly here by Roseville. My gut tells me that's Henry.
Uh-oh.
It is.
Henry finds a seam in the foot race.
Down to the 10, the 5, and another Roseville touchdown, another Henry touchdown. No flags on the play.
Henry's going to win it most of the time.
I imagine if we had a really, really close-up look of him, his eyes blew up to the size of watermelons when he saw the hole.
Once he saw the hole, that's right.
Look at that. Boom.
Right there,
I mean, it
boom.
wasn't that big of a hole, but
No.
he exploded through it. Well, I coach track. I imagine we're going to see a lot of him in the spring.
I think you will.
And if he doesn't do track, what are you doing? Because he's got track speed on a football field. Make it 58-22, Roseville on top, handoff, lights left side. Good job by the Saints to push him out, but he still managed to get his way in there.
Through.
Make it 60-22, Roseville on top with 7:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Back up to a 38-point lead, so the clock will once again run once we get the next play going. Running clock in the second half with a 35-point lead or more.
Pretty quick.
Not sure what the holdup is here, but looks like we're going to get things back underway. Roseville set to kick this one off to the Saints. Looks like Matt Buslep is back there to receive once again.
you go. Nice one.
Little return there for the Saints. Gets it out to the 35, and that's where the Saints offense will take over. I want to take a minute to acknowledge the boys soccer team coached by Ray Peckman. They'll play in the district semifinals Monday at Marysville at 6 o'clock after beating East Point 6-0 Wednesday. Believe we got a soccer player in the truck. You know what he tells me? Which I told him I don't think it's true, but it might be true or must be true that they've never won a district boys soccer.
Wow.
So hopefully they can go in there, and sounds like they got some pretty reasonable matchups.
Yeah.
Go in there and maybe win a district. Good for them. Roseville takes timeout, up 38. 7:01 to go. It's their first time out here in the second half. You know, it's a fascinating thing. Well, many things are fascinating these days. But I was talking to Luke Ellis, and I've gotten to know him decent over the years here, coaching at the high school, and we were kind of talking about the fact that you would imagine that a lot of the Saints' goals are still technically in front of them, despite the fact that they have just one victory on the season. Looks like that will probably stay that way at this point here after tonight. And I say that because everybody makes the playoffs.
Everybody does.
Most football teams and most sports teams' goals, you would imagine, involve the postseason. And with everybody getting in, they can still go in there and win some ball games, and nothing that happened in the regular season matters. And he kind of thought to himself, you know, you make a good point. So I imagine that's part of the Saints' mindset, that they can do some things.
Reverse to Matt Buslett.
Buslett delivers a nice blow there, holding the football, gets his teammates fired up, brings a little life to the St. Clair sideline. But it's crazy to think about. You could technically win 0 ball games and win a state championship this year in football because of the COVID-19 scenarios put in play by the MHSAA. What do you think the odds on that would be, though? If you won 0 ball games in this shortened regular season?
No.
You could win a lot of dough if that was if there was such a thing as doing that. Ellis keeps the football, makes a man miss. Nice looking run there from Luke Ellis.
Ran out at the 43, pushed out of bounds by number 11 of the Panthers.
But maybe more importantly for a team like the Saints is that you could go and win a district or something like that.
That's right.
Bring it back.
They could just they maybe get healthy.
Yes, that's a critical part of this team.
That will nullify a nice game by Ellis.
Penalty here on the Saints will back them back up to about their own 40-yard line. That's tough to swallow when you head into enemy territory and then you back up deep into your own.
40-yard line.
.540 is what we got left here in this ball game. Clock on the move. Ellis rolling to his right. Looking for a man downfield. Throws it out there. Incomplete. No flags on the play. Clock will continue to go. Under 5.5 minutes here. 60-22 is the score. 3rd down and 17 for the Saints offense. Bad snap here. Ellis can't handle it. Picks it up and spins. Man, he's under fire, and he's finally brought down at about his own 30-yard line. Another loss of 10 there for the Saints. Just checking out the Twitter machine here on my phone. Brandon Folson of the Times-Herald sent out a tweet 3 minutes ago. It's got a little video. And it says Derek Schlottman gets the game-saving sack for Marine City with 6 seconds left. Taking a peek at it, and yep, that's the end of the ball game, Marine City ends up beating Marysville 24-21. They win the MAC Silver.
Congratulations to Marine City.
Marine City under the direction of a new head coach this year. This ball is fielded by Henry, makes one man miss, makes two men miss. He's trying to get all the way to the left. He's in pursuit, still makes a man miss, makes another one miss, and finally brought down at the 45-yard line by the Saints. Roseville offense back on the field with a 38-point lead. Clock rolling under 4 minutes. The clock rolling, they'll have to probably be in a hurry if they're trying to tack on to their playoff resume. Even though I imagine the 38-point win here will do plenty for their future prospects in the playoffs and their matchups. Ball officially spotted at the 44-yard line. A couple guys up top, receiver out wide right. Back in the shotgun as usual. 3 minutes to go. Hand off to the first man through. Imagine we'll see that many times here on this drive. Brought down quickly by the Saints, gain of maybe a yard on the play. Maddox Moselle making his presence felt there on defense. Imagine Maddox and a couple of the other guys here are going to get some pretty good sleep tonight.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Got to be exhausted. A lot of guys playing both ways with a lot of injuries to the Saints. Handoff once again to the first man through. This time a little burst of speed makes his way down to about the 36. Gain of about 7 yards on the play. Under 2 minutes to go here. 3rd down and 3 for the Roseville Panthers. Watching the official for when they got to get the playoff. Handoff once again, and another burst of speed through that line and down to about 36. Excuse me, to 26. So a gain of about 10 on the play and another first down here for Roseville. Couple dozen Roseville fans made the trip up, I should say, north. East China Stadium to watch their Panthers. Fairly convincing victory here. Takes the snap, hands it off once again. He's met pretty quickly, stacked up by the Saints and pushed forward for no gain. Well, Coach, they got one more game left.
They do have one, and I'd just like to point out for probably the 4th or 5th time today that the Saints don't quit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much they're outmanned or outscored, they're simply not going to quit, and that's certainly something to be proud of.
The last play of the game. Thank you for coming out and supporting St. Clair football. Please drive home safe.
Looks like Roseville's going to head to the sideline, and the clock will eventually run out. We got 15 seconds to go, but it looks like we'll have a final of 60-22. Roseville with a 38-point victory. So how do you come away from a football game like this, Coach? You're looking at this one at all on film, or you just got your eyes on the Vikings?
No, I think I got my eyes on the Vikings. I know what we can do. I just hope we get some of our injured players back. And it's how do you stop the Marysville offense?
That's the lone game on the schedule remaining for the Saints, the Vikings. I had Roseville down as playing Farmington next, but I could be totally wrong about that. So it should be interesting to watch what that team does going down the stretch. And same thing with the Saints. You said it, they keep fighting, and you never know. Get healthy, keep fighting, get in the playoffs, and see what happens. Well, Well, thank you so much for streaming and watching us here on CTV. For the coach, Denny White, I'm Tom Brenner. We'll see you next time.
This CTV sports presentation has been brought to you by St. Clair Chevy, Buick GMC, We Care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV Community TV in Marine City in St. Clair.